Bankroll. Yeah. Bang gang. Big bankroll. Whoa. 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 I shoot at the top, aim at the dome. And yeah, she give me top, yeah, she give me dome. And yeah, this off the top, yeah, this off the dome. And yeah, bro, keep that Glock. Welcome back, Bankroll Mafia, man. Unfortunate news that I did not get these clips, man, for week 16 through 18. This is the injury report from week 16 to head over, and we're just going to thumb through and look at the scores. We lost 45-20 to the Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville week right here. We take an L to them as well, 33-27. And we only did this because after we didn't get the games, I think it was week 13 through 16. We just was like, let's just go ahead and just end the season out the same way and start off next year fresh, with a different format of how we do the footage. And we tried to offer Josh Metellus a contract here, and he denies it, man. He thinks he needs a bigger offer to overcome the mismatch he is for this team. And here the playoff standings up until week 18. Things can change after this week 18. Some teams may lose their spot, some teams may stay where they at, who knows. I know we are not there in the playoffs, so we don't really care. The GM thinks that we can go ahead and beat the Colts, man, and go ahead and like shatter their dreams and knock them down a peg, but we're going into the game just understanding that this is the last game, just have fun. And before that game, we do offer Josh Metellus another contract before the offseason hits for us. And looking at the standings right here, definitely got the Bengals, maybe even the Dolphins on the AFC side sneaking up. Got the Chiefs beating the Browns, Cowboys beating the Eagles, Carolina over the 49ers, and the Commanders, my bad, over the Vikings. Only because, man, they made it to the playoffs this year, so why not let them go ahead and move up another notch? Hopefully, if all plays out how it should play out. Those are my predictions of how it's going to play out. I think the Super Bowl might end up being the Dolphins and the Cowboys. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go with that right there, man. Here, passing leaders for week 18. Like the sim stats, man. Like when you're just playing your game and the CPU is just simming everything in the background. That stats go crazy. Like Brady and them boys are just throwing for, like, compared to Mills and my people. Like, of course we did go to our QBs this year, but we was not touching 5,000 yards this year at all. Like the numbers, 25 INTs to 16 TDs. Davis Mills. Like we're definitely looking for a QB in this draft, man. Two-headed backfield together total for over 1,000 yards rushing and 10 TDs total. One fumble out of the two, but unfortunately individually they did not reach 1,000 yards rushing. So we'll look to keep both of them here. Nico Collins did not reach 1,000 yards this season, so close, but he didn't. Denzel, man, like Brevin Jordan, everybody played good. Even Tony had some contribution to the team. 5 teddies, man. The receiving core we think is going to be pretty good. Developing them here on out. Christian Harris, the rook, had an outstanding year. 141 tackles, led the team. And Ross Blacklock led in tackles and tackles for loss, followed by Christian Harris and double O. Rasheem Green. Blake Cashman, who we really want to get back in free agency, hopefully. He's not off the board. Ross also led in the sacks, with 8.5 of those. The Green team, Green and Grenard, they did their thing this year. Jalen Petrie led with 5 INTs, followed by Stingley, Harris, Cashman, King, Darnay, who came to the team and definitely made his presence felt. And the reason why we wanted to sign Josh Metellus, because look, 5 forced fumbles on the year. That man was hitting. If he wasn't, in coverage getting INTs, he was definitely making his presence felt by hitting, causing those crucial turnovers to help us get back in the game. Clearly, our record shows we didn't win that many. And here are the league stats for the passing leaders. Brady, outstanding year. And just look at these guys, man. These guys are just shitting on me and my team, times 2. Their stats are if I was to go through a whole season, then another season with Davis Mills twice, I would probably still not amount to what they got. And that's just crazy to say, man. We did lead the INTs, so shout out to you, Davis Mills, for that, man. You led the league in INTs. CMC putting on a clinic, led in rushing yards. All these guys, man, they're outstanding athletes. Like JT, Derrick Henry, those two are literally neck and neck, same division as me, and we had to deal with those boys twice a year. So we know how that goes, man. Zeke with 22 tutties on the year, man. It's crazy. Cooper Kupp, another amazing year. I wouldn't be mad if he got MVP, man. Give this man MVP. Why not? 32 touchdowns, 2,000 receiving yards. Do y'all see that this man has more receiving yards with a gap of like 600 more receiving yards in order to tie up or even be in the same amount as him? With the most receptions in the year too, with 132, triple crown there, man. It's back to back with him. So the Rams might be a sneaky team, saying that their offense did that, man, with Cooper Kupp. It's just gotta see if their defense did. Jordan Brooks had a good year, man. Led the way. Tackle for loss. Got Hassan Reddick, Quentin Williams, Cameron Jordan, Christian Barrymore, Brian Burns. Yeah. I expect Aaron Donald, exactly, 26.5. My goodness. So if you got Aaron Donald with 26.5 sacks on defense, and you have Cooper Kupp with those stats on offense, you can only expect for these guys to just run away. Devin Bush, poor guy, not a single INT in the season. Hate to see that as a Steelers fan, man. Of course, they're not gonna show all of our team players up here, but our player Petrie will be right there with the five INT total. Forced fumbles, we led in that. Christian Harris, well, we tied, but we still led. Desmond King with the most fumble recoveries. And the only... Petrie. I said Petrie. Stingley and Jalen Ramsey are the only two guys in the league this year that got 2 touchdowns off of INT. Or fumble recovery. I'm not sure what Jalen Ramsey did. We seen what Stingley did, though. And the Ravens and the Bengals, Dolphins and Browns, Niners, Rams, Dallas, Vikings. Got the Cowboys, got the Rams. I'm going to go with the Bengals again, man. I'm going to go with the Dolphins still. And I was wrong. It's the Ravens, the Browns, Cowboys, and 49ers to see who will go to the Super Bowl for Super Bowl 2022. This is crazy. It could potentially be a rematch between the Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. And man, the Cowboys, they can tie it up with the Steelers as far as most Super Bowls won as a franchise. And let's look at the Pro Bowl. I won't expect to see none of my guys there. Shout out to Deontay Johnson, man, for making it. Oh, Eric Ebron had the outstanding game against us, so that's cool to see him right there. I'm watching the AFC side, man. That's where we residing at, so a lot of divisional rivals in there, man. A lot of Petrie, hey, yes sir. Honestly, I'm gonna turn him to the next Mika Fitzpatrick. That boy got some good talent, man. Let's look at these division standings, NFL standings around the league. Ravens with a two-game cushion over the next man in the division. 3 teams out of the AFC North made the playoffs. We got Indy as the lone wolf leaving the AFC South, making it to the playoffs this year. Had a chance at the 1 seed as well. AFC East got the Patriots taking that one. Nobody else was able to make it in there with them. AFC West, the Chiefs climbed their way back. If you remember earlier in the season, earlier episode, the Chiefs was having a hard time fighting with I think it was the Raiders and Broncos. Vikings took that. I'll actually make another franchise using the Bears, an official jump that I just came up with, guys. So just be on the lookout for that right there. I'm going to be more in detail and like trying to do things more better by being inspired by other YouTubers who are also doing this franchise thing. So I want to like work with the other one to make that as well. So I'll still do the Texas franchise, but I'll be putting some more focus into the Bears franchise to make that one is like the better version. Taking notes from this one I did right here to make this one I'm doing now more better. But also touching up on this right here. So that's that. And these are the annual awards. We got Tom Brady as MVP. Mike McCarthy as the Coach of the Year for the Dallas Cowboys. We got Derrick Henry as the Offensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby as the Defensive Player of the Year. This is from the AFC side, guys. Breece Hall with Garrett Wilson teammate right under him. Christian Harris, Defensive Rookie of the Year, with Petrie right under him. Way to stand out, my boy. Lamar Jackson as best QB. Derrick Henry, best running back. I expect that. Devontae Adams is best receiver. Joe Bentonio is the best offensive lineman. Emmanuel Ogba is the best defensive lineman. Got Max Crosby right there, best linebacker. Christian Fulton, best DB. Ooh, Petrie was sneaking. Harrison Buckner is the best kicker. And the NFC side, we got Randy Bullock as the best kicker. Jalen Johnson is the best DB. Rashawn Gary is the best linebacker. Aaron Donald is the best defensive lineman. Zach Myron is the best offensive lineman. Cooper Kupp, as expected, give it to him, man. Best wide receiver. Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league. Matthew Stafford is the best QB out of the NFC. And Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Aiden Hutchinson, the hometown hero for the Detroit Lions. Drake London is the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year, and Cooper Kupp, Offensive Player of the Year, man. 2 Rams are taking that. And the Super Bowl was won by the Baltimore Ravens beating the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, man, 42-35. Lamar Jackson, your Super Bowl MVP for the 2022 season. And those are the official look right there. Christian Harris did make the official board of the yearly awards. That's all that matters to me, man. When you get the AFC, NFC, I feel like when you make it right here, it's the best thing. And let's look for this other Super Bowl that the Ravens and 49ers hosted to see who actually won. I know the Ravens won that one, but let's look at the score. 34-31. Wow, Joe Flacco was MVP. Almost a similar score. That's crazy. They had their rematch and the Ravens came and did their thing again. And this is the off season right here, man. We're going to re-sign some of these players. Take a look at the free agency. And we'll probably kick off the rest of the free agency, the draft, next episode. And CJ Stroud, he looking like he's going to fall to us at the number 2 pick. Keely Ringo going right under us. The number 2 pick, man, I was worried we wouldn't get that pick considering there was like 3 other teams that was had the same record as us this season. But, hey, we got our eye on our guy for real. It's between the top 3 quarterbacks. Well, not top 3, because Anthony Anderson is a little bit Richardson. As you can see, he's way down the board. So we wouldn't mind dropping down to go get that man. We like his athleticism compared to the rest of the guys. We do know C.J. Stroud is more league ready. But let's go ahead and take a look at this, man, so we can get more in depth, man. C.J. Stroud, she's looking real good, man. All A's across the board. Can't really expect nothing better from a quarterback besides giving him probably an A+. But all A's is nothing to sneeze at. Bryce Young, still in that good quarterback range, man. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be like an overall or 2 under C.J. Stroud. And like I said, guys, we do have our eyes right here, man. This is who we really want to go with. Yes, his stats right there, alphabetic-wise, doesn't look so great compared to the other 2 guys. But, man, look at the speed. Look at the acceleration. Change of direction. Everything just looks good. A mobile quarterback, something we can use in Houston. Give us the Deshaun Watson vibe. And maybe we can even, like, do what Deshaun Watson did, but better. If we do look at wide receivers, you know what I'm saying? Probably not. These are just a couple of guys that we might tend to look at. Like I said, we really want to get taller, faster guys over here. Someone like Nico Collins. Because as you see, Sneaky Nico, man, if we can get multiple Sneaky Nicos over here, I think we'll be just fine. The offensive line, we got to work on them. We know we got some guys we want to target there, but we won't know till draft day comes, man. Like I said, the draft board says what it says, and usually Madden, they tend to stick with that. But I mean, who knows? If somebody trade, because a lot of teams been trading this year on their own, they might trade down, they might trade up, who knows what they might do, man. But this is a guy right here that we know for sure. If we get him, we'll be getting a player that we'll have here for years to come that can just, like, be a day 1 starter, be a day 1 impact. Jalen Duncan, he's not too far behind. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these offensive linemen this year definitely are like guys that you would want on your team. Because why not? Like, all of these guys definitely got some kind of value in some kind of way. Their stats are all good. So it's like if you miss one guy, can't be too mad because you could definitely find another guy somewhere in this draft. You just got to have them scouts on scout mode, man. If their scouts not scouting how they would need to be scouting, then they need to get fired, apparently. And yeah, man, we're going to cut that short and go ahead and dive into these retirements, man. Take a look at who retired in the league. Any Texans left the team? Any division rivals left the team? That'd be a big help. Like, our division, we got 2 costs that's gone. Matt Ryan, they have to shop for a new QB this season. That's crazy. That's more pressure on us now because now it's like another QB needs another team needs a QB, and we have to be more sharp now. It's just like in real life this year, like how the Steelers took Kenny Pickett early, risking it because they were scared somebody probably would take another QB, their QB maybe. Maybe not scared, but you know what I'm saying? Who knows what Mike Tomlin was thinking either way. I'm happy with the pick the Steelers made. We got Orlando Brown to re-sign. Trying to offer Salvin Ahmed right here, see if he wants to come back and be a Texan. And he does not. Davion Taylor, man, you're a 69 overall. You better sign this contract. Ain't nobody out here going to get you in the market. And he wants to test free agency too. Well, good luck to you. And here's a look at the free agency market, man. Big names. Big names. Quentin Nelson, OBJ. You got some big names here. Mike Gesicki, Deron Payne, Elton Jenkins, Calvin Ridley. I'm not going to get you. You're going to just gamble our money away, man. It's like I'm just joking. Dawson Knox. Got a lot of players here, though, man. A lot of players that we definitely can target. Juju hit the market after year one with the Chiefs. Interesting. We're not going to be too greedy here this year, man. Like, it's clear. We got a lot of cap. We can go get some guys and make this, like, come on now. Cole Harmon, that's a speed team. A lot of teams on Madden be sleeping, but using him, having that 97 speed, man, is definitely an added bonus to your offense. Baker Mayfield did not stay long with the Panthers. Clearly, he was not the option. He was just there as a filler. Yeah, a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys with high overall still down the list as we still strolling down here. And I want to show you the official, you know what I'm saying, signings and stuff. Greedy. Until next episode. But this is just a look at who is here. So yeah, stay tuned, man. We're gonna check out and see what moves can be made. Who wants to become a Houston Texans and help H-Town out on that revival to try to become a contender in the playoffs, in the division, and for a Super Bowl and the long haul, man. Cameron Sutton. Catch y'all next episode.
She said she liked me. I look like a check, I should be signed by Nike, and now they wanna fight me. That shit, it don't excite me at all. I can V if you don't like me. I'm still looking icy. All white Air Force just to match the white tee. She say I'm looking good, told her please don't size me. If I get locked, hope that you would still write me. And when I touch down, just be ready to. She said she liked me.